Welcome back to Olympus High School as winter break nears its end. Region play begins tonight, and the Olympus Titans could not come out of non-region play hotter, where they finished with 6 wins in a row, including 4 in 4 days between December 27th to the 31st. They will be matching up against the West Panthers, who have had an up-and-down start to their season with a 5-6 record. This is Olympus Boys Basketball on OlyTV. I'm Lucas Pierce.
And I'm James Schwartz.
Let's get into tonight's storylines. Before the season, it was going to be a tall task for the Titans to pick up where they left off last year, but boy have they done it on the back of Gavin Lowe. He is averaging a little more than 24 points per game and has come in clutch multiple times for Olympus, including a buzzer-beating shot to beat Bingham in overtime. Because of him and a stifling defense, which is holding opponents to about 51 points per game, Olympus right now is the 7th-ranked team in Utah according to Max Preps. The road does not get any easier for the Titans, though, as 5A Region 6 is loaded with talent. 3 of the best teams reside in this region, and those are Olympus, Alta, and Highland. They all start region play with a 10-1 record, ranked top 10 in Utah. It will be highly interesting to see if one of these teams rises above the other, or if they all beat each other up because they all will play each other twice, and maybe more times depending on the playoff bracket and such. The biggest thing for Olympus is to stay consistent and win games like the one they have in front of them tonight. As mentioned earlier, West has struggled coming out of the gate, with simply no rhythm being found. They've won and lost both high-scoring games and low-scoring games, so most of the times it's a guessing game on which West team you're going to get. We can look at 2 common opponents between these 2 teams, though, and that is Northridge and Roy. Olympus demolished Northridge while West got demolished by the Knights. And to continue, both teams beat the lowly Roy Royals, Olympus by 21 and West by 5. Now, who are some players to watch for the West High Panthers? There are 2 specific players who could do serious damage to the Titans. Number 5, Philip Ladua, and number 15, Elijah Robinson. Both are averaging nearly 14 points per game and are the all-around best players on the West team. Can either of them lead the charge and pull off the upset tonight? We shall see. Now let's get into the keys to the game with James.
For Olympus, offensively, the Titans need their role players to step up around Gavin Lowe. You can bet that the Panthers' defense will be locked in on Lowe, which will give other players the chance to capitalize on open shots. If Gavin Lowe is heavily defended tonight, you can expect to see Caden Jackson have a good game as he is the second leading scorer with 11.1 points per game, or Tyler Goldsberry, who is putting up 8.7 points per game. On the defensive side of the ball, Oli needs to win the rebounding battle. West is dominant in that area, with Ladua grabbing 7.2 boards a game and Albertson snagging 5.5. The closest Titan is Gavin Lowe, who is averaging 5.5 rebounds a game. This is a talented West offense who will capitalize on every possession, so Oli will need to limit how many they get. For West, offensively, they need to get their duo of Albertson and Ladua going early, as they're the offensive weapons, and the team will struggle if they aren't scoring. West also needs to tap into the playmaking ability of Albertson, as he dishes out 5.7 assists per game. We'll see how the Oli defense tries to counter his court vision. Defensively, it is somewhat simple for West. They need to shut down the offensive production of Gavin Lowe to have any chance of victory. He is the star of this Oli team and has been winning games for them all season.
Those are great points, James. And really, this entire game, this entire season is going to revolve around Gavin Lowe for the Titans. And now we're going to take a break for the national anthems, and we will be back for your starting lineups.
And now this time we ask that you stand if able and join our students in the Ozone and Honoring America and those who protect it with the presentation of our national anthem.
What
All right, let's get into the West Panthers starting lineup. Number 2, Chachi Pan, the senior guard, who's 5'11". He has 28 points this season. Number 3, Lester Falatea. He's a freshman guard. He's 6 foot and averages 7.5 points per game. Number 11, DeMarcus Cornet II, the senior guard. He has 12 points on the year. Number 15, Elijah Albertson, the junior guard, 6 foot. He's averaging 13.9 points per game. And then number 21, Matthew Fox, the junior forward. He's averaging 6.9 points per game. And as you can see, as I was reading off those heights, West isn't the tallest team, and so Olympus should be able to match up with them very well. As Olympus, they don't have the most height, but they've got some.
Yeah, you'll see how these shorter players are sometimes shiftier than people realize, so we'll see how the taller defenders can match up against these smaller guards.
And now let's get into the Olympus Titans starting lineup. Of course, number 1, Gavin Lowe, the junior guard, who's 6 foot. He is averaging 21.64 points per game, and in his last game against Cottonwood, he had 27 points. Number 2, Caden Jackson, the 6'2 junior guard. He's averaging 11.09 points per game. Number 4, Ty Goldsberry, the senior guard, who's 6'2. He's averaging 8.73 points per game. Number 13, Davian Lazarus, the sophomore forward, who's 6'7". He's averaging 3.18 points per game. And then number 14, Luke Owen, the senior forward. He's 6'4". He's averaging 8.18 points per game and had 10 points in their last game against Cottonwood. The biggest change for the Titans as of late is that Davian Lazarus is getting play time and he is starting in favor of Jack Evans, which wasn't the case earlier in the year.
I mean, right off the bat, it's a huge height difference between the two, and already you see he's taking the jump out for them, and he can be a rebounding force.
And so here we go at Olympus High School. So West Panthers versus the Olympus Titans as we kick off region play and basically the regular season of 5A basketball. Lazarus tips it to Caden Jackson, and he controls it. Jackson gets it to Lowe, and now it's Lazarus who has it. Caden Jackson has it now, and it's Luke Owen. Gavin Lowe's looking to drive. He thought about the mid-range jumper. Goldsberry with the pump fake. He's going to shoot the mid-range. It's good.
Great shot by Goldsberry, but also I was impressed with the man defense of West. They stuck with him pretty well. Just have to get around those screens.
And now it's Albertson who passes it to Falatea. Falatea to Cornet, and back to Falatea, who's guarded by Gavin Lowe. Cornet's guarded by Luke Oven as Falatea moves around and gets it to Albertson. He's going to shoot a deep three, and that one is no good. Owen comes down with the rebound. Gavin Lowe passes to Caden Jackson as the Titans move quickly up the court. Luke Owen was cutting to the basket. They didn't get it to him though, and now they're passing around the perimeter. Owen nearly turns the ball over. It was tipped out by Pan of West. Owen now gets it into Jackson, who moves it back out towards midcourt. They're going underneath to Gavin Lowe. He's going to move around and lay it up and in.
And again, I feel like that was pretty impressive defense by West, but Gavin Lowe is just so hard to stop. I mean, you saw 2 defenders. He's still getting in there and making the layup.
Gavin Lowe does everything for this Titans team. It's Chachi Pan who has it now, and he turns the ball over on an errant pass that was headed towards Lester Falatea. So it's an early turnover for West, and the Titans retain possession. Gavin Lowe looking to move quickly. Lazarus is open from 3. That one is no good, and West comes down with the rebound. It's Pan. But they turn the ball over as Goldberry swats it away, and then he overthrows Luke Owen, so it'll be going back to West like nothing ever happened.
Got to be more disciplined on a play like that. Slow it down a little bit when you got the turnover.
It was the right idea, though. They had Luke Owen streaking towards the basket. Olympus with the 3/4 court press. And he's open from 3. That one is no good. Falatea misses the shot, and the Titans are bringing it up the court again. Lazarus is open from 3, his second attempt of the game, and that one is good.
And that's why he's getting playing time. He's a threat from 3, but also with his height, he can rebound like crazy.
It's Albertson who's guarded by Lowe, and now Cornet who passes it to Falatea. Albertson's looking to drive. He's going to shoot the fadeaway jumper. That one is no good, and it's going to be West ball. It went off of Gavin Lowe, who was attempting to get the rebound.
And that's great hustle by Cornet. I mean, this Olympus team is all taller, and none of them were in there. He was in there tipping the ball, trying to get that rebound.
It will be Albertson inbounding the ball. Let's see who he gets it to. And it's going to be a turnover. Great hustle by Luke Owen. They have Gavin Lowe streaking towards the basket. He's going to lay it up in an easy work, easy passing for the Titans.
Beautiful defense and beautiful pass by Luke Owen for the easy basket for Gavin Lowe.
And the Titans did a really good job right there of playing contested defense on that inbounds pass. Albertson had nowhere to throw it, and it was going to be contested wherever he threw it in. Luke Owen was just taller and was able to come up with the steal.
Yep, you see the height advantage coming into play. Harder for West to inbound the ball, and it's harder for them to stop those over-the-head passes on fast breaks. They can't jump high enough.
Luke Owen had an impressive game last game with 14 rebounds and 10 points. He had a double-double against Cottonwood. And that was a big win for the Titans, as Cottonwood isn't a bad team. They're 9-6. And so it's West inbounding. It's Falatea who passes to Cornet, back to Falatea. The Titans are in a zone defense right here. Gavin Lowe nearly gets the steal. Now he has to come back to the play. They get the steal anyway. It's Lazarus who's bringing it up the floor. And he is fouled as he had a hard time controlling the ball.
Great trap defense by Olympus. West didn't know what hit him, and they couldn't control the ball well on that offensive possession.
And one thing you'll notice with this Olympus defense is that they start their defense in the backcourt. So West will already have a whole bunch of, it's already a difficult time for West to bring it up the floor. They don't get the easy, they don't just get to run it up the floor. Caden Jackson is guarded by Saladi Maluak. Lazarus passes to Luke Owen, who's open from 3. That one is good. You can't leave any of these Titans open from 3, and they are up 12-0 nearly halfway through this first quarter.
And already you're seeing some of these role players step up, and the Titans have jumped out to a now 12-2 lead after the bucket there.
That was Chachi Pan with the layup, and the Titans are moving quickly. Lazarus passes it to Gavin Lowe. Goldsberry is driving. He's going to lay it up. That one is no good, but he comes down with his own rebound. Now Caden Jackson is open from 3, and it is no good. Maluak comes down with the rebound. Albertson passes to Pan. And now it's back to Albertson, who's guarded by Caden Jackson. Falatea thought about driving, but he passes it out to Maluak. Maluak's going to drive now on Caden Jackson. That layup is no good. Owen comes down with the rebound.
Missed layups by both teams on those possessions.
Gavin Lowe is moving quickly. He tries to get it to Lazarus. Wasn't able to hold on to the pass, and it is a turnover by the Titans.
Well, the Titans have been trying to do really fast break offense, and it's working somewhat, but they're struggling to maintain control of the ball, and also you see missed layups like the one by Ty Goldsberry a few possessions ago.
Yeah, ideally for the Titans, they want to go to that basket very quickly. West is doing a good job right now of making them go out to the perimeter, but they're still scoring, the Titans are. That's going to be a 3-point attempt by Cornet. That one is no good, and Jackson comes down with the rebound. Owen is open from 3. His second 3 of the game is no good, and it's Pan who comes down with the rebound. Nice pass to Cornet, who's cutting to the basket, but that one is no good, and Cornet fouls Luke Owen on the rebound.
Well, you got to be able to make that layup for Cornet, but I was impressed by so far, West's ability to rebound the ball, it feels like Olympus needs to be fighting harder to get those rebounds and basically just giving West free possessions.
Now it's Lowe who passes to Owen. Owen's guarded by Cornet. Lazarus is looking to drive. He had a lane that he lays it up and in. Easy work.
And just, you know, standing at 6'7", there's not much you can do to stop that.
Great job by the Titans on the full court press. Jackson is open. He's going to make that layup with ease. And the Titans are just pouring it on early in this one as they are already up 16-2.
And as you were mentioning before, they're starting their defense up in this backcourt. West is barely even getting a chance to inbound the ball. And Olympus is doing a great job of forcing turnovers and getting quick passes for layups.
And that full court press has already been a signature thing as Matt Barnes has been here coaching for these Titans. And it's a big reason but why Olympus's defense is so good. They're only allowing an average of around 51 points per game, as mentioned earlier in the broadcast. And with their three-point shooting ability on offense and with Gavin Lowe, it's very manageable.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't feel like it, but Olympus has already jumped out to a 14-point lead. And already, with this good of an Olympus team, that's a hard deficit to try to come back from for West. So we'll see how they attempt to do it.
West has got to get Ladua or Albertson involved somehow, though. They have struggled early on in this one, and I believe none of them have points right now. So, I mean, it's not surprising considering West has only scored 2 points in this game, but it's Chachi Pan bringing it up the floor. He passes to Cornet. Olympus with the trap zone defense. West gets around it, though, as the layup is no good by Maluak.
That's 2 layups for West where they've pushed it a little too hard off the backboard.
And then Gavin Lowe travels with the ball as he was triple teamed by the West defense. That's one way to stop him. Cornet brings it up the floor. Olympus starting their defense with a three-quarter court press. Can West get around it? And that is going to be a 10-second violation on West. You saw Elijah Albertson right there panic as he went into the backcourt, and that never means good stuff.
No, I mean, every time Olympus is coming up and pressing, you're seeing the West players panic. They just need to look for a good pass, be calm with the ball, because when you panic, that's when you get those turnovers and easy layups for Olympus.
Goldsberry moves around the perimeter. Now he's looking to drive. He picked up his dribble, and so he passes it back out to Jackson. Gavin Lowe gets it to Luke Owen. Lazarus passes to Caden Jackson, who's going to shoot the three, and that one is good. What great passing by the Titans on offense.
Yeah, and West could not keep up with the ball movement.
Nice job by Lazarus to kick that pass away. And West will be inbounding once again with 30 seconds on the shot clock. It's DeMarcus Cornet who brings it up the floor. And now it's Falatea. Falatea is guarded by Goldsberry, and now Goldsberry guards Pan. Pan tries to go to the basket. Goldsberry thought he had a block right there, but instead the refs call a foul.
Interestingly enough, the top 2 scorers for the West team are not in right now, and I don't even know if either of them has taken a shot.
Pan's first free throw is up. That one is no good. Jack Evans is checking into the game for Ty Goldsberry for the Titans. And then for the Panthers, it is David Garcia and number 35. Owen comes down with the rebound. And now it's Gavin Lowe bringing it up the floor. Gavin Lowe passes it to Caden Jackson and back to Gavin Lowe. Gavin Lowe passes to Luke Owen, who's open from 3. That one was no good. A little to the left, and now it's Falatea bringing it up the floor. They pass it. He's going to shoot it. That one does not even come close. And then he tries to pass it off of Luke Owen, and it goes out of bounds. I'm pretty sure the PA announcer said that number 35 is Mohammed Churi or something like that. We apologize, we didn't have that for you earlier. Gavin Lowe passes to Luke Owen, who's cutting to the basket. His layup is good. So the Titans now have a 19-point lead as this first quarter is coming to a close.
Impressive passing by Gavin Lowe. You see he's cutting inside and then knows exactly where he's trying to throw the ball for good shot attempts.
Garcia thought about driving to the basket. It's going to be Churi, who with a 3. That one is an air ball. And then we're going to have a foul called on David Garcia right as he came into the game. So with 21.8 seconds left in this first quarter, we're going to see if the Titans slow it down and hold for the final shot. Can they extend their lead to over 20 points? There's 10 seconds left now. Gavin Lowe's looking to drive. He passes it to Caden Jackson. It's Jack Evans, who is open from 3. That one is no good. Owen comes down with the rebound. Lazarus is going to shoot the 3. That one is no good as the buzzer sounds. So the Olympus Titans have a 19-point lead. It is 21-2 at the end of the first quarter. What are your takeaways?
Well, I mean, you see everyone is scoring on the stat. We have people with 4 points, 5 points, 5 points, and 5 points. So there's a spread of scoring on this Olympus offense, and it's making it hard for West because they're not just having to guard Gavin Lowe. They're having to guard everyone on this Olympus team. And then when they get the ball on offense, Olympus is doing an incredible job with their pressing up defense in the backcourt, and West is panicking almost every time, sometimes not even being able to get it past half court before a turnover of some sort.
This defensive performance has been very impressive, though. You don't see very often that a team only scores 2 points in one quarter.
Especially when 2 of your players combine for almost 28 points per game, and neither of them has scored a point. So West needs to get their top 2 scorers involved, otherwise they're not going to have a chance.
For West, you think they probably have to get around 20 points in the second quarter to have a shot in this game, because Olympus doesn't seem to be slowing down on offense. Everyone's shooting well tonight. West has to find some kind of offense here.
And you have to limit the Olympus offense to at least under 10 points at halftime so that you can be down by hopefully under 10.
Olympus is
a chance.
Olympus is in that 2-3 zone that has caused West so many problems early in this one. It's Matthew Fox who's going to shoot the deep 3. That one is no good, but Albertson comes down with the rebound. Now it's Garcia who's guarded by Caden Jackson. Churi's going to shoot a 3. That one is no good, his 3rd miss of the game, and Phillip comes down with the rebound. Gavin Lowe, it looks to move quickly, and that is going to be a traveling violation on him. Falatea passes it to Albertson, and West successfully avoids the full court press. Falatea is going to shoot the 3. That one is no good, and Phillip comes down with the rebound once again.
Great effort to get that rebound between 2 guys.
Jack Evans is looking to drive, and now it's Gavin Lowe who is pulled to the ground right there. And they're going to call a traveling violation on that somehow. I thought he was clearly pulled to the ground by Elijah Albertson right there.
Yeah, I don't know how you miss seeing that. I think
the coaching staff clearly isn't happy about that, but the only reason he traveled right there was because Albertson grabbed him around the head and neck area and he was thrown to the ground. So
interesting call by the refs there. for sure.
1 minute into this one, and Olympus has a 21-2 lead. West is trying to get it up the floor once again. David Garcia nearly turns the ball over, but gets to Falatea. It's Sharif who has it right now, and Albertson's driving. He's good. He tried to draw the contact. He does, so he'll be headed to the free throw line.
Now, I like that shot by Albertson because he is probably one of two people who should be shooting right now on this West team. And almost got the and one there as well. So keep feeding the ball to him. Keep trying to create shots for him, in my opinion.
West is 0 for 2 so far in this one with their free throws, and they make their first one tonight. It's DeMarcus Cornet coming in and Saladi Maluak for the West Panthers. It'll be interesting to see what the Titans do on the floor on offense here, as Gavin Lowe is not leading them right now as he's on the bench. Second one is up and good by Albertson. And West now has 4 points. Caden Jackson brings it up the floor, and that'll be a touch foul on Falatea.
Well, I mean, this Olympus offense still looks pretty collected even without Gavin Lowe, and that's always a good thing when your lead ball handler, playmaker, scorer goes out, when you're still looking good pass-wise. That's always a good thing.
It'll be Phillip inbounding the ball. They get it into Jack Evans, and we'll see what he can do. Luke Owen nearly has it stolen away, and Evans is going to drive. They pass it back out to Luke Owen, who's open from three, and that one is good. Luke Owen has been lethal from three early in this one.
2 threes tonight for him. He's got 8 points, and he's having himself a game.
And now he's going to lay it up and in, plus the foul off of the turnover for the Titans.
And that was a great play by Luke Owen. He got shoved in the back super hard on that play. Still managed to make the basket. He's got 10 points, chance for 11. And he's been rebounding as well for the Titans, their lead rebounder, I assume, in this game. So he's helping lead the team this game along with Gavin Lowe.
Owen will be shooting one free throw. That one is good, and the Titans are not slowing down on offense, and they just continue to extend their lead. Saluwat drives to the basket. That one is no good, but Pan puts the layup back in. And that's what West needs to do. They need to get to the basket and try and shoot some layups.
Yeah, and I mean, it seems like there's not a whole lot of Olympus presence in the paint, except for maybe one guy. So if you can get 1 or 2 guys down there in the paint, then you'll be able to score more.
Great three by Goldsberry right there, and the Titans are up to 30 points as West just can't get a stop right now. It's Chachi Pan who passes it to Cornet, who's open from three. That one is short, and Owens bringing it up the floor. It's Owen who has it, now Evans, who's guarded by Matthew Fox. Goldsberry driving closer towards the basket. He passes it back out to the perimeter. Now it's Evans who's tightly guarded. Goldsberry has it once again. Titans not having great defense by West on this possession. Titans don't have much room to run, and then Evans gets fouled.
Yeah, and Fox was all over Evans throughout that whole possession. When he had the ball previously, it seemed like he was bumping into him a little bit as well. You know, interestingly enough, for this West offense, they've been starting to get better ball movement. They've been starting to move the ball more. They just aren't able to make their shots still.
Gavin Lowe inbounds it right to Malachi Phillip, and that is an easy layup for the Titans. Now it's Falatea, who's controlling the ball on offense for West. Pan's looking to drive on Goldsberry, doesn't have any room to. It's back out to Cornet, and now Pan. Maluwak is going to drive, and that is going to be a jump ball. Great hustle play, great effort play by Malachi Phillip.
You know, Maluwak's getting into the paint there. He's doing a good job of driving in and almost getting to the basket. He's just got to find a way to break free and get above the Olympus defender to bank it in.
Goldsberry now gets it to Lazarus. Malachi Phillip is going to lay it up and in for the second straight possession. This is just, the Titans are just dominating right now. It feels like they're not even trying and they're up by 28. Nice shot right there by Chachipan. Some much needed offense for West and they need it quickly.
And Olympus is just being able to pass the ball all they want.
That one is tipped out by West right after you said they were able to pass it all they want. But they still will retain possession.
West proves me wrong there. We'll see if they can keep doing it and try to lower this lead.
Gavin Lowe passes to Lazarus, who's open from three. It's no good, but Goldsberry comes down with the rebound. He's able to put it back up and in, and the West coach is not happy about that one.
Yeah, and there's some of that hustle. There were 2 or 3 West guys down there, almost get out the rebound. Goldsberry went in, grabbed it. Great hustle by him.
Cornet's guarded by Evans, and now Falatea's guarded by Lowe. Falatea thought about shooting the fadeaway, but he wisely chose to pass it back out. Maluak's going to shoot the three. He banks it in. I'm pretty sure that's West's first three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, compared to Olympus's, it feels like almost 5 or 6.
Yeah, they got 5 right there. Gavin Lowe passes. Phillips open from 3. That one is good. And the Titans just can't miss from 3 tonight. They're already up to 6. It's Albertson who slows it down for West on offense. Maluak is looking to drive. He does. The layup is good. Saladi Maluak has provided a big spark for West on offense.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed like he's played the best of any player on West, surprisingly. So we'll see if he continues that way into this second half.
Gavin Lowe finds a lane. He drives, lays it up and in. It's what he does best. He gets into the paint, and when he goes up for a layup, he usually makes it. Falatea passes it out to Cornet, and now it's Pan who's driving to the basket. He's not able to put the layup in, and it's Gavin Lowe who comes down with the rebound. They have Lazarus open, and Gavin Lowe is fouled. They're going to call it on the floor as he tried to make it a shooting foul.
And it seemed like he got bumped twice on that. They almost tried to intentionally foul him once and then bumped him again and got it the second time. And, you know, they're slightly limiting Gavin Lowe, but even then, he's still got 6 points and is still having a huge impact on this game.
But it's all right if Gavin Lowe is limited a little bit as long as everyone else around him is upping their level of play, and that's what the Titans are doing tonight.
I mean, especially Luke Owen. He is having himself a game tonight with, I believe, 11 points. So great job by him.
Phillip with the pump fake. Now he passes it out too low. 4-3. That one is no good. But they come down with the rebound as they knock it out of the hands of Falatea and lay it up and in. Maluak is guarded by Goldsberry, and it nearly gets stolen away. Matthew Fox comes down with comes up with it though. Now it's David Young who's driving on Lazarus, and they're going to call a traveling violation. Unfortunate break for the Titans. Even though they get the ball back, Gavin Lowe would have stolen that ball and gone for a layup with ease. And that one will be not stolen away as Falatea dribbled it on the baseline, and now Malachi Phillip will be inbounding for the Titans.
When you get possession of the ball like that, you kind of got to just grab it, hold on to it for a second while the opposing team clears out around you and runs down the court, and then start the possession.
Phillips open from 3. He doesn't make it. It's short, but Lazarus comes down with the rebound. Evans thought about the 3, but he thought about it a little too hard as he shuffled his feet and traveled. With less than a minute left in this one, the Titans have a 30-point lead It's just been domination in every facet of the game.
Well, a bright side for West is that they've scored 11 points in this quarter. However, they needed to do that in the first quarter.
And even if they did in the first quarter, they'd still be down by like 15 or something like that. The three is going, they're going to call a foul on the coach. Yeah, that's a technical. Oh, it's a sideline warning on the coach. You don't see that every day. Usually if they call a foul on the coach, it's a technical foul. So Gavin Lowe missed the three anyway, so the Titans will take it. And it's Lazarus inbounding. He gets it out to Gavin Lowe with 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Lazarus finds a cutting Goldsberry. He lays it up and in. Great pass right there by Lazarus and a great drive by Goldsberry.
And Malawak got up high there. He almost got that. So great job by Olympus. Get it through his hands and into the basket.
And now West will hold for the final shot of this half. It's Falatea who's guarded by Gavin Lowe. Now they get it to Malawak. Malawak's driving on Lazarus. His layup is no good. There's 5 seconds left for the Titans. Gavin Lowe's going to go quickly. He's going to shoot the three. He is fouled, so he will be headed to the free throw line. Just a mistake by West. You can't foul in that situation. And West is heading to the locker room very quickly.
I don't think either team realized the foul had been called.
Which is interesting because we realized it up from here when it was happening.
And the West basketball team is gone into the locker room already, the entire team.
So now do the refs have to go get him out of the locker room, right? Or could they couldn't Olympus theoretically shoot the free throws without West on the floor because oh, well, I guess not because they put time left on the clock.
0.3 seconds left. I think you need at least a couple West players to come out and stand on the line.
It looks like it'll be Fox, Young, and Pan who will be standing at the line. And just a big mistake by West right there.
Yeah,
in that situation, you probably just got to let Gavin Lowe shoot it.
Yeah, it's interesting decision to try to force the shot there in the end of the half, up 32. You kind of wonder why he didn't just dribble it out, but yeah, letting him draw a foul is not what you wanted to do as West.
So it will be Lowe at the free throw line, shooting three with no Olympus Titans joining him there. First one is up. It is no good. He's probably iced a little bit by that long break. Second one is up. That one is good. And then we'll have one more before this half ends. Olympus is going to go into half with a big lead. What were your big takeaways and thoughts?
Well, I think Olympus has been playing great defense, and West can get no offensive production whatsoever. Their best player has been Saladi Malawak, who is averaging 8.4 points per game this season, but their two leading scorers, I don't know if either of them have scored a basket. So just, kind of crazy that if you look at the stat line for West, it's Malawak with 5 and then zeros all across the board on the current starting 5 that was in. So that's just not a winning formula. You're never going to be able to win with that kind of offensive production.
So the Titans take a 47-13 lead into the second half. I'm Lucas Pierce.
I'm James Schwartz.
We'll be back with the second half in 9:43.
And to kick off our halftime, please join Coach Ryan Reynolds and support the Olympus cheer team. Let's hear it for the Olympus cheer team. Fans, 1 week from tonight, the cheer team will be competing in their divisional for region championship at Porter Canyon High School. All are invited to join us on Friday, January 10th, to come support the cheer team. Thank you, cheer team. And now, fans, let's get loud as they prepare for their final competition before their region championship up at Davis High School. Your amphibians are set to showcase their incredible versatility across 3 distinctive dance styles, military, dance, and show. Tonight, for your halftime entertainment, they'll be sharing us with their dance performance, which has scored high in their recent competitions. Led by head coach Ellie Ashworth and captains Izzy Jakey, Mia Tate, and Ellie Godfrey. Please give some love and make noise for your Athenians. And your Athenians. As mark your calendars as well, the Athenians will compete for their region championship on Monday, January 13th at Brighton High School. The times will be posted soon. Come join Also cheer on the team as they compete for a region title. Start the second half. West basketball.
Welcome back to Olympus High School, where your Olympus Titans have a 47-13 lead entering the second half. I'm Lucas Pierce.
I'm James Schwartz.
And we will bring you the second half of tonight's ball game. Just pure domination in that first half.
Yeah, that story of the first half was really just Olympus hitting all their shots, specifically threes, and West couldn't hit a single shot.
Valatea starts off with the ball for West. He had 0 points in that first half. Now it's Maluak, the best player on the floor for West tonight. He's going to lay it up and in, high off the glass.
That was a beautiful left-handed lay by Maluak, and he's leading the team with 7.
He's been great energy for West off of the bench. And it looks like Luke Owen is injured right now.
We have officials timeout for injured play.
I think he might have taken a shot to the groin.
He looks to be in a little bit of pain. We're gonna see if he can. Looks like he's going to come to the bench and get some rest, even though Owen is trying to plead to stay on the floor.
And Barton said, nope, you're coming out.
When you're up by 32, it's the right call.
Yeah, you don't need to risk any injuries. You just, at this point, you're just playing to run out the clock.
And it was Malachi Phillip who comes in for Luke Owen. Goldsberry is open from 3. That one is no good. And it is out of bounds as it bounced high off over the glass. And now Luke Owen is back into the game. It was a quick pit stop on the bench, but glad to see he's okay. Pan now is attempting to drive on Luke Owen. He passes it out to Fox. Fox drives along the baseline, and Pan gets the ball once again. Now it's Cornet, and that's going to be stolen away by Gavin Lowe. Let's see if he tries to push it towards the basket or brings it back out. He does bring it back out, and now the Titans reset a little bit. Lazarus is going to shoot the 3. It is no good, and Goldsberry comes down with the rebound. Gavin Lowe's open from 3. This one is no good as well, and it's Maluak who comes down with the rebound.
And, you know, it proves what a great player Gavin Lowe is when he's not necessarily doing all the scoring tonight, but, man, has he helped it happen, and has he been a force on defense as well.
Great reverse layup right there by the junior forward Matthew Fox as the Panthers are now up to 17 points in this game and have cut the deficit to 30. Nearly stolen away by Valatea right there, and it's Goldsberry who's open from 3. It is no good. Titans struggling a little cold from 3-point range in this second half.
Almost taken away there by Pan, but no luck.
That's the first foul of the quarter on West, and it's Caden Jackson who will be inbounding, likely to Gavin Lowe. Lowe moves up the floor quickly. Goldsberry has a lane to drive. He passes it back out. Caden Jackson goes up in the air and passes it to Goldsberry. And now they're passing around the perimeter once again, and that'll be a traveling violation on Gavin Lowe.
And you saw, I think they did the same pass like 5 times on that possession, and West couldn't defend it. They would drive in and then kick it out super fast to the perimeter, and so great passing, great ball movement by the Titans.
They just seemed a little too timid to shoot the ball right there. Caden Jackson and Lazarus had open shots. And it's Owen who steals the ball away from Cornet. Lazarus is open from 3. This one is no good, but Goldsberry comes down with the offensive rebound once again. And now Gavin Lowe drives. He lays it up. That is no good. And now it's Valatea who's guarded by Jackson. Fox is going to shoot the 3. That one is good. West has come out of the half hot, and they have cut the deficit to 27 points.
Yeah, 7-0 run for them. So we'll see if they can continue that and if they can hopefully cut this deficit closer to 10 going into the fourth.
The Titans still can't make a three, and Pan's going to lay it up and in. You have to wonder if Barnes senses a change in momentum and calls a timeout here soon. Lowe's going to drive and lays it up and in. Much needed stability for this Titans offense.
And there's Gavin Lowe saying, hey, I know we're up by 25, but I don't want anyone to doubt after that scoring streak by West.
And that three is very far off by Fox, and it will be Titans ball. And now it's Malachi Phillip and Jack Evans coming into the game for Ty Goldsberry and Davian Lazarus. Or Lazarus, my bad. The good thing for the Titans, though, is they have been cold on, despite being cold from three, they have enough cushion to be able to handle that.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of threes from West to be able to catch up. So as long as they, you know, even if they miss a few shots, as long as they go down and make one every now and then, they should be in a great spot.
West passing the ball around really well. Pan's going to shoot the mid-range jumper. That one is good. And so West has finally started to get some momentum on offense. It's unfortunate for them that it couldn't have happened earlier. Owens guarded closely by Falatea, and they're going to call a touch foul.
You know, the foul got called on there by Cornet, but he's had some good hustle this game for West. Even though he's not the tallest on the team at 5'9", he's having some good hustle out there, has made a couple plays. So good job by him.
The Titans get the ball into Caden Jackson. And now it's Gavin Lowe looking to drive. He has a lane, but it was stripped away by Sharif right there. The Titans, West is playing some good defense on this possession. Titans don't have much room to work, and that's going to be a foul on Cornet. Just got a little too aggressive trying to go for the steal.
Yeah, missed opportunity there for Olympus as Luke Owen had a nice cut to the basket, but West was playing great defense, and ball handler could not see it.
And one thing that's going to be important for the Titans is trying to keep up the, this level of play for all 40 minutes of the game, because as they start to face these higher quality opponents such as Highland and Alta, they'll need to be able to play at a high level the entire time. It's Albertson bringing up the floor. I thought that may have been a travel right there, but it is a two-pointer as his foot touched the line on the shot.
Finally, some points for him and a shot attempt. Good job.
Lowe finds Jackson, who's going to shoot the three. It's a contested one. That one is no good. But the Titans have another chance. Evans is going to shoot the three, and that one is good. His first three of the night as he's up to 5 points.
And great job by him, kind of ending the cold streak for them after a lot of missed three-pointer attempts.
It's Albertson, who's going to shoot the fadeaway. It looked like it was tipped by Caden Jackson. Evans is guarded by Falatea. Now Gavin Lowe's going to drive to the basket. Some contact right there, but it doesn't matter. He's able to lay it up and in. Falatea with the step back jumper. That one is no good. And Owen tried to save it. Looks like there was a moment of indecision where he couldn't tell if Olympus had touched it prior. Anyway, he was out of bounds, and that is West basketball.
A crazy stat to think about was that at the start of this half, Olympus had 47. They were on pace for 94 points. Now, obviously, they've slowed it down a little bit, haven't needed to score as much, and also missed some threes, so not anymore, but still a crazy stat to think about.
We're nearing the end of this third quarter. Olympus has a 30-point lead. Albertson is going to shoot the three. That one is good. Great move by him to get the defender away and have the open shot.
And they needed some of the scoring in the first and second quarters because the lead is just too big right now to hold out hope. And Jack Evans, responding with another three there.
Evans is getting hot from three, as multiple Titans were in that first half. It's Owen who's guarding Albertson, and then some miscommunication between him and Sharif, and the ball gets thrown out of bounds. It will be Malachi Phillip inbounding the ball to Gavin Lowe. Gavin Lowe is looking to move quickly. He passes it to Owen. Owen with a great spin move, and he somehow gets the shot in as he lost his footing a little bit.
Luke Owen so far has honestly been the best player tonight for the Titans, and scoring-wise, rebounding-wise, he's had the biggest impact and gotten the Titans the most possessions.
It was David Young who missed the mid-range jumper on that one, and so the Titans are looking to score once again. Gavin Lowe drives. That one is blocked, but a foul is called on Maluak, who is not happy with that call.
Yeah, and I mean, we couldn't see great from here, but I certainly thought that looked like a clean block.
I agree with you, James. I thought that was a clean block too, but Olympus will take it as they look to just continue extending their lead. First one is up and good for Lowe, who's up to 13 points tonight. Below his season average for the game so far. We'll have to see if he can get there. He averages around 21 points per game at 13 so far. But the Titans get the offensive rebound, and Lowe finds Caden Jackson, who's open from three, and that one is good. The cold shooting spell for the Titans did not last long.
They just passed their average points per game. They averaged 64.6. They're up to 65 with a whole quarter to go. So, this is just pure dominance by them. One of the most dominant games they've had all season.
If everyone is clicking for this Titans offense, they're going to be unstoppable. I mean, because they can pass it anywhere on the floor and anyone can make any shot. The question is whether they can get that consistent production from the depth pieces outside of Gavin Lowe.
And tonight they have shown that they can, at least some of the time, because they've been playing great. Everyone has been playing great offensively, and everyone has been hitting well from deep.
Luke Owen attempted to make that more than half-court shot. Don't think it would have counted anyway. But that'll take us into the fourth and final quarter of this matchup between Olympus and West. The Titans have a 65-29 lead, and the score accurately depicts the way this game has gone. It has not been close.
And at this point, it's 36 points. The West has not scored that through 3 quarters, and it feels very unlikely that they're going to be able to score 36 through this last fourth quarter here as well.
And so as we enter this fourth quarter, what do you look for the Titans to do? Do they look to drain the clock a little more? Do they have longer possessions, or do they continue going for the bucket?
Well, in my opinion, you've got to start running out the clock some. As you can see, we've got some subs coming in. Number 10, Nate Watson coming in there. And I think we'll see maybe even a few more guys as this quarter goes on. A few guys who don't get much playing time come in. So, yeah, just running out the clock. But, we'll see what Coach Barnes wants them to do. If he wants them to keep going hard at them, I would assume we have similar to last quarter where they don't score quite as aggressively, but still have good scoring quarter.
The Titans will start with the ball, and it's Gavin Lowe bringing it up the floor. Nate Watson checks into the game for the first time tonight for Olympus. Lowe finds Watson, and now Watson gives it right back to Lowe. Lowe's looking to drive. He passes it out to Evans. And now Evans gets it to Jackson. Jackson thought about the three, instead decides to pass it around the perimeter once again. There are 8 seconds left on the shot clock. What do the Titans do here? Watson's going to shoot it. That one is no good. A bit of a wacky shot, and West comes down with the rebound.
He seemed a little giddy to take a shot there, Watson. So.
And West gives it right back. It's Evans who's guarded by Malawak. Gavin Lowe with the step back three. That one is no good. But Phillip comes down with the rebound. That's been a story of the game tonight, the amount of offensive rebounds Olympus is getting. Lowe's going to shoot the three. This time it is good from the corner. And now the Titans are up by 39 points.
And so far, this is why Olympus is winning this game. They're both the keys to the game. Their role players needed to score, and they needed to win the rebounding battle, and they crushed both of them. All their role players scored like crazy tonight, and they won the rebounding battle by far.
James, you did an excellent job with the keys to the game. And for Olympus, as this game nears its end, they can start looking ahead towards next Tuesday, where they have a huge matchup. It'll be their first road game of this region play, and it will be at Highland, where they lost last year. Despite that loss at Highland early in the year, though, they were able to recover and demolish them at home. And then in the state semifinals, they played a really contested game where they outscored Highland by 18-2, I believe, in that fourth quarter to come back and win.
And if this Olympus team can play like they have tonight at Highland, then they will have no trouble winning. But, you know, obviously Highland is probably a little bit better of an offensive team.
Great job by Gavin Lowe to go up for the layup and get the and one opportunity.
And that was beautiful layup by Gavin Lowe. He just wove through that entire defense, got up and around Malawak for the and one.
But the thing about playing in 5A Region 6 is that there really is no days off, because Skyline's a pretty good team, Brighton's a pretty good team too. They're not on the same level as Olympus, Alta, or Highland, but on a bad day, those teams can get you.
Yeah, you've always got to be on your game, and when you say, oh, this team's going to be easy to beat, that's when they get you, and you have trouble beating them.
That'll be a foul on the rebound on Elijah Albertson, who came down a little hard on Jack Evans. It is Matthew Fox and Lester Falatea coming to the game for Salidi Malawak. And one more who I didn't catch, who came off the floor. It's Phillip who passes it to Caden Jackson now. Evans gives it to Lowe, gives it to Jackson. He's open from three. That one is good, plus the foul. Great job by Caden Jackson, shooting it through the contact, being able to make that deep three.
Well, this offensive production is almost too easy for the Titans. They're playing hard, but I think they have slowed it down a little bit, and they're still making these shots like nobody's business. And by the way, I believe the second player who came out for West was Elijah Albertson, so they took out Malawak and Albertson. They've not quite given up, but it seems like they're putting in their bench players.
Those were their two leading scorers, I believe, tonight. So, or at least up to this point, we'll see if they can get any more points from anyone else. Pan's driving. He's going to lay it up and in. Great reverse layup right there, as Caden Jackson was guarding him very tightly. Evans passes it to Luka Milas, who is now into the game for his first time tonight. Olympus bringing in some of the subs. It's now Nate Watson who has it. And Caden Jackson's going to shoot the three. Second straight possession where he makes the three. And the Titans are just pouring it on right now.
And Jackson's up to 15 points, and I believe that's 3 players who have 15 points or more. So these role players are playing incredible tonight for the Titans.
Falate is able to come down with that pass. He's going to shoot it over Watson. It is short, and Milas comes down with the rebound. Evans passes it to Phillip. He thought about the three. Now he passes to Jackson. Is he going to shoot another three on this possession? We shall see. It's Milas who gets it to Jackson. There's 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Jackson passes that out to Jack Evans. Tight defense by Fox. Evans is going to try for the layup. It is no good.
Seemed like Evans kind of swept his arm and pushed the defender out of the way. So interesting no call by the refs.
Refs have been pretty consistent tonight in not calling a lot of fouls. They've let a lot of contact go, which is all you can ask for as a player, just to be consistent. Fox is going to shoot the three. That one is no good. He had Milas up in the air trying to guard that three, isn't able to put it in through the net. It's Watson who has it now. He's guarded by Toronto. Watson's going to lay it up and in. He used his height right there. And it wasn't the best defense by Toronto. Kind of just let him go up and get the layup easily.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for this West team to stay in the game. It's, 47. I was right the first time. 47-point lead for this Titan offense, and wow, it's just, there's not a whole lot you can say except they dominated. And West, they tried their best, but they could not do anything against Olympus tonight.
They're struggling like you were struggling with your math right there.
Yes, indeed.
It's okay though. We're technically still on winter break.
Yeah.
We don't have to math yet. And so now Olympus is bringing in a lot of the reserve players. Griffin Stebbing is in, along with Malachi Phillip, Jack Evans, Nate Watson, and Luka Milas. And so it's a good opportunity for these extreme depth pieces for the Titans to get some playing opportunity as the Titans begin region play. That experience is so valuable, not only for this season, whether they get playing time, but the seasons in the future.
Well, yeah, and this season it feels like there has been a lot more rotation throughout the lineup. It's not necessarily just the same 5 or 6 the entire time. And so getting these guys experience is always good, because during the playoffs you never know who's going to have to play.
It's true, because Matt Barnes last year only brought about 2 people off the bench. If it were his choice, he would have played the starting 5 the entire 40 minutes. But that playing time, but because Olympus was able to blow out so many opponents last year, their depth pieces got a whole bunch of playing time, and then Jack Evans was able to come in during the championship against Alta and play some meaningful minutes. So you never know when you'll be needed, but these are the experiences that can really help you when those moments come.
And Matthew Fox has gotten himself up to 8 points, so he's been a key contributor for West tonight, hitting some threes.
You have to wonder what this game could have looked like if West just got off to a little bit of a faster start. Their offense hasn't been all that bad in the second half. It's just they were down by so much that they didn't really have the opportunity to make it a game at any point. Phillip is guarded by Fox. Now It's Stebbing who has it. He's guarded by Cornet. Watson passes it to Milas, and Milas passes it to Stebbing. Now it's Evans who's guarded by Albertson. There's 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Phillips going to shoot the deep three, and that one is good. As we enter these final last 2 minutes, we're going to see if the Titans can win by 50.
And that is just an insane thing to think about, that the Titans can win by 50 in this game. And as you were saying, this West offense has looked a little bit better in this second half, but this Titans offense is just so efficient. They get ahead by almost 50 without you even realizing.
And now they are up by 50 as Luka Milas hits the corner three. And with 1:28 left, West calls a timeout.
And, you know, this has got to be hard for the West team to play through. They're doing a great job to stay in this game a little bit and try their best to finish it out. And we've seen some great sportsmanship by both teams. So, yeah, just props to West for playing this game out.
What do you think the coach really wanted to draw up here with 1:28 left and down by 50 points?
I honestly have no idea. They could do anything. They could do a fun play. They could just dribble it. I don't know where they're going with this.
They just wanted to use all their timeouts, really. You can't take them into the next game.
You know, if either Malawak or Albertson is back in the game, then they've probably drawn up a play for one of them.
It's just such an odd timeout. I mean, you're down by 50, and you're calling it, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I think you just want to get the game over with as quickly as possible.
I agree.
Cornet passes to Fox. He's going to shoot the deep three. It is no good, and Evans comes down with the rebound. Pan tried to steal it away, but wasn't able to do so. And now you have to figure the Titans will drain that shot clock down to about 5 before they take a shot. They're moving quickly on offense, though, so Stebbing tried to drive, a lot of contact by Fox, and they're going to get a foul called. That's West's 4th foul of the 4th quarter. So Olympus not quite in the bonus, but close.
And as West, I think at this point you're just trying to let them dribble out the game.
Stebbing gets it in to Jack Evans with a new shot clock. I'd be surprised to see them shoot it in this possession, really, maybe at the very end. Milas is going to shoot the three, though. That one is no good. Evans comes down with the rebound, and now the Titans can just drain the clock if they choose to do so. There's now 20 seconds left, and Stebbing has it.
And again, I don't really understand the press by West. Just let them dribble the game out. Let them end it.
But the Olympus Titans are going to start off region play 1-0. What a performance against the West Panthers as they win by 50, 86-36.
And we'll remember this one all season. A 50-point victory, just that doesn't happen often. You don't hear 86-36 often in region play.
And this is a great stepping stone victory for the Titans. They continue their hot play that they came into region play with, and now the competition steps up. It's going to be such a great season of basketball to watch for Olympus, as there are so many good teams they'll play. You have to figure there are going to be close games nearly every time.
Yeah, and I would just give a shout out to Malawak. He had a great game for West, and then Luke Owen for Olympus. I think they were the two key players for both teams tonight.
Those are a good point. That's a good point. And that'll do it for us tonight. Thank you all for watching another edition of Olympus Basketball on OlyTV. The West Panthers will play their first region home game of the new year against the Brighton Bengals on Tuesday. On that same day, the Olympus boys will play their first region road game in a big one against Highland, as we mentioned all throughout the broadcast. The Olympus girls team will start home region play against Highland, of course, on that same Tuesday, and we will have that game for you live on OlyTV at 7 p.m. For our For our entire production crew and Mr. Miller,
I'm James Schwartz.
and I'm Lucas Pierce, have a great rest of your night.